Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Mizzou Esports Twitch stream. I am Paladino, and we're here for some more Valorant. It's a big one today, Mizzou versus Fisher. Effectively 1 versus 2 seed. I'm Paladino, like I said, and I'm here with Crinkle. Blake, thanks for joining me.
Hi, happy to be here. It's been a while since I casted, but I'm excited to do it again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good one. We were talking a bit about kind of the matchup and what things are going on with the Val team ahead of this one. If you want to give them the rundown about how things have been going, let them know.
Yeah, so the Valorant team has been playing in CVAL, which is the developer league supported by Riot Games. So that's like the big prestigious league. We've been doing pretty decent. We got to top 8 and then top 4. It's actually double elimination, so we lost to St. Clair yesterday, and now we're in the lower bracket. We play their academy team on Saturday, which we're planning on streaming, by the way. And yeah, so that's CVAL, and then also VCT qualifiers happened a week ago, and we had a lot of collegiate teams in there. Winthrop actually qualified for challengers. Blinn almost qualified, and then Fisher Zero Marksmen. Also, they were pretty close. So a lot of collegiate teams have been, getting a lot better comparatively to the other Tier 2 and even some Tier 1 teams. So we're going to get a little showcase of that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be a good matchup for sure here in the NECC Legends division. And our first map is going to be on Bind. So, what are you thinking going into Bind? I know Bind is one that has been a topic of conversation for Mizzou in the past for sure.
Yeah, it's Bind is definitely one of those maps where you need a lot of reps and a lot of care. Like a map like Icebox or Breeze, you can kind of rely on your aim a little bit more. But Bind is one of those maps that has always been very strat heavy. And Mizzou has been practicing this map a lot. And their comp has remained pretty stable here. Conch, I believe he's usually on the Raze, and he's been pretty good on that. Yeah. Conch on the Raze here. So he's one to look out for. He's been doing a good job of getting those entry kills. And then Piggy and Panda on the support as well. Then Ponder on that lurk on Viper has been pretty good. Yeah, it looks like we're hopping in here.
Yeah, it should be an exciting one. Round number 1, map number 1 between Mizzou and Fisher. Mizzou looking to see what they can find a good start here in a very competitive match, but immediately Yanel picks up both Conch and Piggy, as that's 2 falling right away for Mizzou. See if they can find anything. Panda, your window. Viper Smoke will send him the other way. Mizzou not able to find much here to start. Certainly not the start you're hoping for, as that's another one falling. It's Zella this time around who drops. Just 2 members left standing, and Mizzou is not in the position they may hope to be in. Ponder in short will try to make his way in. We'll spot one. Panda gets one on the opposite side. He's doing so much, and Ponder falls, and now it's Panda who will fall as well. Certainly not what you're hoping for if you're Mizzou. They go down 1-0.
Yeah, it looks like that Sky Flash B long, or it was something happened there B long. I think it was a flash that's very common that Skies do on B long. Got rid of kind of the 2 leaders of the push there out towards B long, and from there it's just kind of the strat is, okay, let's just try to get this main advantage back, try to take some 1v1s. Those didn't work out either, but hey, it's just the pistol round. Got to eke around here, maybe a short play might be the answer.
Yeah, they're going to drop the combat, fast play towards A, but that'll quickly get rid of Piggy. The shorty will get 1 in trade, as it's Kev who falls to the hands of Zella. Gives him a Spectre as well, so we're now even at 4 apiece, but Mizzou still stacking everyone here on to A. Ponder watching the showers, not going to find anyone for the time being. The spike will go down, and now it's up to Fisher to attempt to play retake there on the opposite side of the A site. The dog will get the stun off on to Conch, and he will fall quickly. Trying to go for the defuse now, and it's Ponder falling. Panda next, and this defuse will go through. It's another Fisher win. Zella will get 1 in trade, but the retake Mizzou cannot handle. They go down 2-0.
Yeah, you know, just getting the spike plant there, get some extra money on your side is definitely kind of the goal there. Is that push up through U-Haul. You would have wanted to get a couple more kills there, but Fisher's not going to have a really good buy going into this bonus. Definitely a large advantage for Mizzou going to this bonus round. We are on all light armors here except for one, so that's just one thing to worry about. These Sheriff headshots could prove deadly, but just got to get this bonus round.
Yeah, absolutely. Mizzou now with much more split approach, not sending anyone anywhere so far. Fisher will stack multiple members or more members up here near B, but for now Mizzou will just hold their angles and see if they can catch anyone for an entry kill, but so far not proving too successful. They'll know there are some members here near B long as the dog falls, but it's Piggy attempting to lead the way on this Sky. The spike goes to him, and Mizzou will back on out. Not wanting to rush anything here so far. Cam will spot Zella. Potentially challenge stun goes down on the Ponder, but he should make it out of there just fine. Still Fisher stacking members here near B long. Mizzou just not able to find anything here to start. 40 seconds left now in our third round on the bind. Quick flash comes out, but no one there in response.
30 seconds
Where will
left.
fall. Boombot won't find anything. Now into lamps. Zella looking for something, but that Sheriff headshot picks up one. Panda grabs one, make it two. Great shots from Panda land. And Mizzou is in a better spot than they once were. 4-3 now with the spike
Right here.
down. Fisher will play retake here. Into lamps. Conch goes into the smoke. Fisher will try to make their way in. Ponder gets one, but gets killed. Trade by the race. Nice flip from Connor. Picks up one, picks up two. So a big round from Conch and from Panda. Give Mizzou their first round win.
That was a great job from Panda there. He gets the trade, and the guy U-Haul stays alive and then swings wide so that his teammate could swing close. So it was really hard for that Brim to get that kill again, and we're just going to see that right here. See how he swings wide right there? Allows Piggy to swing with him at the same time. Makes it very hard for Last to get a kill there and even up the numbers. So great job from Mizzou. They get to keep some weapons going into this round, and now we're even in terms of economy.
Yeah, still 5 Vandals, still a couple light armors for the side of Mizzou, but lots of rifles in hand for Fisher as well. But looking into they won't find him just yet. Well, they spotted him, won't find the kill, but continuing to push forward here as Mizzou will send most members up near B. Some jump peeks from the Sky. Won't find much as Zella backs away from B long. Mizzou still wanting to find something as they push forward. Ponder will watch the flank, but now in the Viper smoke. Forced to back out, at least for the moment. Mizzou not wanting to force anything too aggressive, so far, not so much. They'll take care of the Sky Dog. Another jump peek comes out from the Sky. They're looking to just apply the pressure to this guy as the combat sim goes down, but they won't find him yet. Checking corners. It'll be an ult orb. Not quite picked up for Piggy. The wall will come down, at least for the moment. But again, Mizzou now with time winding down. 35 seconds left for them. They're going to try to play for this rotation on over to
30
B.
seconds left.
Fisher will at least do somewhat of the same. You can see the Brimstone still on to A. The Raze makes the way over as well. Ponder will fall to Kev as the first to fall here in the round, but now there's only 10 seconds left with the plant get off. Piggy falls, Conch falls, the plant cannot find it. Mizzou with only Zella left standing falls in the end. They do get one in trade, but it's Fisher picking up another round win.
Yeah, Mizzou's playing a very heavy default here, trying to. There's 4 lanes on the map, and Mizzou's trying to get control of one each round. Pissed around, it was B long, and then this past round it was Hookah, but Fisher's doing a great job of denying these lanes, or at least slowing it down so that Mizzou can't get all this control and exert pressure on one side of the map. And Fisher's also doing a good job of rotating. You saw the Rays rotated off B once there was kind of a cut noise there, and they're maintaining 3 at each site whenever Mizzou hits. So Mizzou's got to find a way around this, find a way to fake it somehow, and hit a weak site.
Mizzou's just not really able to find much so far. The dog will spot 2, I believe, up near B. At least saw the 1. Has a flash, not going to use it yet. Flash gets turned. Conch steps out, has a very nice satchel to keep himself to safety, but it does leave Piggy on a bit of an island. He makes his way out, however, as well. Make his way on back, but the classic stand, no match for the Vandal as Piggy, Conch, and Panda all fall individually, and now Fisher have the spike as well. Cypher cage comes up. Zella will trade out 1. That's the opposing Cypher falling, but still, the 2 versus 4. Cypher ult is online if he wants to use it, but you know they have control of the spike down on the opposite side. Trying to make your way in will most definitely be a challenge as Conch walks forward. Looking for 1, finds the shot. There goes Tim. He's the first to fall. Zella now putting shots in, but not finding lethal damage just yet. Mizzou still no access to the spike.
Only 20 seconds.
So little time and so much to do.
I have retrieved the
for
spike.
Mizzou. They'll pick it up now, but
Last player
and 13
standing.
seconds left. It's Conch falling, and now it's Zella as Fisher allows Mizzou to get the spike, but claim the round win. 4-1 now the lead for them.
Yeah, not a horrible save there. You know, they get some kills. I think they're starting to figure out how Fisher's playing this defense side. They're, you know, it's the same thing. The Vipers and Hookah jiggling that one corner, mauling when they come up. This guy's playing B long for info to flash and get kills. The Cypher's playing A. It's kind of the same thing. I think Mizzou's starting to see that pattern, so definitely looking to exploit that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to know that they've been doing the same thing as it keeps on working. So Mizzou wanting to hopefully change something up. Sky, the dog from Piggy, won't find much. They will see this Cypher trap, but they won't see the Cypher just yet. As Conch now watches, swing out, finds the shot. Awfully close there for the moment, but will keep himself alive. Conch gets 1, or excuse me, Ponder gets 1, gets 2 on the opposite side as the 2 Fisher members and Showers both fall in the hands of Ponder's Viper. Now Mizzou in a 5 versus 2, and the spike has been planted. It's Zella with a perfectly placed shot on to Tim. Now it is just the Sky alive for Fisher. Mizzou hoping to turn the tides here and just shorten this Fisher lead. The camera goes out, but Zella needs to find this shot on to the Sky. They're both peeking the same way. Yeah, 32 seconds left as the Sky, or excuse me, 32 health left. As I know the Sky is certainly going a different direction. They're pinging their own spawn. The combat stim comes down to give some bonus movement speed to Piggy as he looks for Yanel. Won't find him yet. The shots come through. Won't find the damage. That is some. As Yanel gets both with Conch falling as well. The satchel not doing enough. Mizzou comes out with a round win, but does unfortunately lose 2 members and 2 rifles along the way.
Yeah, that might not have been worth to hunt there. But definitely seeing the aim kind of come back there for Mizzou. They're Conch going in to U-Haul there. That was kind of a confusing peek there from Kev, but Ponder gets 2 as well from Showers, and it was basically over at that point. So looks like Mizzou's starting to kind of gain some footing here, understand what the defense is like, and looks like they got a plan here going into Hookah.
Gonna walk forward. I mean, you know, this is where the Viper has been, but quickly the Rays ult won't find it. The judge from Tim shuts him down immediately. Ponder on the opposite side will grab 1. Falls in trade to Grim. The Cypher ult comes down now. The judge won't find lethal damage just yet. Spectre, excuse me, the Phantom in hand. Means Piggy gets 1, but Kev trades out them both as Panda and Piggy both fall. It is now just Zella solo alive here on to B. does not
Cage,
have
careful now.
the spike either. He knows someone is near one of his tripwires, but it's so difficult for him to get in. No access to the cage now. Has a camera to drop, but not going to find anything yet. He sees the spike, but it's so difficult to find it. He's going to use that Cypher ult as well in a 1 versus 3. He sees some behind,
30
but
seconds
I
left.
have retrieved the spike.
not going to find anyone just yet. There's the Brim, but it's quickly taken down as Blast eliminates Zella and Mizzou's chances at another round win. 5-2 now, the lead.
That's just so unfortunate that that Raze ult. It's definitely risky going into hookah like that with the Raze ult. I feel like, you know, you can see the opponent's credits there. There's definitely a possibility that there's a judge in there, but yeah, it's just you hate to see a Rosa ult like that.
Yeah,
and
not
that
what
just
you're
kind
hoping
of
for.
that kind of destroys your push. And then, you know, Ponder does get one on the lurk, but if you can't get another, then you're kind of back to square one. So I think Mizzou's kind of figuring out kind of what the defense was like, and then they just said, all right, let's just send it through hookah. Maybe they got to work the map a little more before they hit a push like that.
Sure. And I mean, what is that? What do you think that looks like for Mizzou? You know, struggling to play against this Fisher defense, at least so far here in the first half of map 1.
Yeah, I think they got to break the Cypher util on A short. That's something that they've done every single round, so they can break that every single round, and that causes maybe one more player from B to go over, so you have 3 on A usually. Ponder's lurk and showers has been pretty good for the most part, so you just keep doing that. You just break the trips, and then you know, you have someone B long that gets hit by the Sky Flash so that you're maintaining presence there. And then you just kind of see where the holes are from there. You know that Viper is in hookah every round, so you know, if you see one thing happen, like, you know, because every round something different is going to happen, just a little different. Maybe someone gets a pick somewhere, then you could piece together where all these players are. You know, if you kill the Sky B long or you kill the, you know, the Brim and showers, then you kind of know where everyone else is as well. So I think Mizzou's got to find a way to, you know, get that info like that, get that first blood as well, and then they can push with 5.
Now trying to find something on to be long to start. Raise nade comes out, but won't find any targets for now. They know one at least is here on to be, but not going to find them for the moment. The Viper's wall goes back up. That'll give at least some information to the side of Fisher, knowing that one has pushed on up. Ponder, once again, walking up into A short, but only a Sheriff in hand and facing a couple important targets as he will be quickly taken care of by Nanners.
I've got your trail.
Seekers will come out from Piggy as Conch does take down the Viper, but so low HP and falls to Yanel. Now
There's
Piggy
another.
for the trade on back, picks up one, looking for more, but not going to find it yet. Mizzou still in
Last
what would be
player
called a precarious
standing.
position, and it only got
Spike
worse as
down,
Nanner
B.
takes down Piggy and picks up his third, taking down Zella. Another round win for Fisher.
Fisher's double peaks are really good. They're taking so many 2v1 fights, and Mizzou are taking a lot of those 1v2 fights, so it's just really hard to win, especially when you know, Fisher's players individually are very good. So it's definitely hard to win a 1v2 like that. You could see Piggy had a 1v2 at the end there, and then Zella had a 1v2. You know, they're lining up, swinging together. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing here. It's try to work fights. You know, you're on attack, so you can kind of dictate the pace of the round. So Mizzou just needs to put themselves into situations where they can take advantageous fights, and then from there figure out where the defense is, and then hit a site.
Yeah, they most certainly do.
Oh, and the Brim ult there was definitely interesting. Mizzou's kind of on like a half buy there. They had a couple Vandals, but they had a Brim contact play with the Cypher cam, which is pretty interesting. And they had that raise in the cubby as well. So so that was definitely interesting. I don't know if I would, you know, blow a Brim ult, an 8-point ult on a kind of like a anti-eco round, basically. But I think Fisher just wanted to secure that, and they definitely have a very strong economy right now. Yeah, you can see 3,000, 5,900 credits, and Mizzou is strapped for cash here on all half armor, 1 bulldog. So I think it was definitely worth it, and they could just keep getting these alts up. They have the Raze alt up, they have the Viper alt up, and Mizzou also has a couple alts as well. But you know, if they use them, say in this round, and they waste them, and they are forced to another force or half buy, then it's just definitely going to be rough to get these last few rounds of the half.
Yeah, most definitely. I can tell you guys we are currently in a technical pause as Zella's game is having some trouble, but we'll get that fixed up here soon enough. We'll get back into the action. You said some big, or a big ultimate invested by Fisher with the Brimstone ult coming in last round. Kind of an interesting decision there. Mizzou with access to their own Brim ult, and then Viper ult is up as well. You already mentioned the side of Fisher has Raze ult as well as the Viper ult. I mean, what are you expecting for Mizzou to do? Do you think now is the time you try to invest some of those big ults? I mean, Viper and Brim, especially to me, come to mind as really, really impactful ones that can change the pace of the map or the round in general. Are you expecting those to come in now? I mean, at what point do you think Mizzou determines to invest some of these things into trying to get a round win?
I think this is definitely a round you invest it. You know, you're forcing up here, trying to make this a 7-5 half ideally. You know, this is definitely a big round here. And Fisher did blow one of their ults last round as well, so it's, you know, this is kind of like a round you definitely want to use it. Ponder on this lurk again.
Ponder in short finds one. Oh, Raze taken down quickly. Great shot from Ponder. He's hoping to turn things around for Mizzou as Conch will fall in showers. And now Panda and Ponder both fall to Kev. Piggy walks forward, nearly dodges out on him, but Piggy falls as Kev walks out of the cage. And Mizzou, it looked so good there at the start. Ponder picking up 2, but an absolute rampage from the Cypher of Fisher brings them to 7-2.
Man, yeah, you thought right there with those 2 first kills, Ponder just denying that Raze ult that, you know, maybe Mizzou could get the site easily, but Kev is just there. The lurk through showers, just, you know, just losing that 1v1, and then it gives Kev another opportunity, and he gets lucky with that second opportunity there. He gets, you know, 2 headshots with the spray down, and now we're back onto pistols.
Yeah, I mean, Mizzou not in a position they want to be in. Stingers and pistols in hand. I think maybe a few rifles. You can see Conch picks up the first with a Vandal. Picks up 2, picks up 3 for Conch. As now the advantage most definitely belongs to Mizzou with some Cypher still up. Great shots. It's a flawless for Mizzou. Zella picks up 1, and Ponder grabs the next. So in a strange turn of events, things certainly look a lot better now, at least in that specific round, 7-3, but a pretty dominant one for Mizzou.
Yeah, take all I said and throw it out the window. Rush B long, have Conch go crazy, and we're going to see this again here.
Yeah, I mean, just what an angle. Conch finds the first and pretty quickly finds the next 2.
Yeah, Conch leading the charge there. He's been going crazy recently. And it looks like Mizzou is going to opt for this B long push again. And yep, Fisher just the same setup every round. I just wonder if Conch can pull this magic again.
Yeah, combat's going to come through. Flash gets dodged, and now the Viper's wall comes up. Will slow things down a bit. The molly from the Viper will stop things as well. Conch trying to dodge out as he walks in to Garden, but he's the first to fall instead. Now a nade takes down Panda, and Piggy falls to Tim as well. Ponder is suddenly the last one standing, and Mizzou going back in 4th as they pick up a flawless and then get flawless themselves. 8-3 is the lead before we go into the side swap.
Yeah, the Sky there, Yanel, I think that's how you say it, did a great job of backing off of B long. The Sky and then the Viper molly there just backs off Mizzou long enough for Fisher to reposition, have one of the players on A rotate over, and then they just spray through that Viper wall. Mizzou's just lined up right exactly where they're going to spray. It's hard to win a spray battle at that angle. So, you know, last round of the half, Mizzou's got some rifles to work with. Fisher, though, is going to invest that Viper's bit, and they have an op on B long, so it's definitely going to be hard to go through B.
Yeah, Panda already falling to the op from Nanners. That's your smokes off the table now if you're Mizzou. Zella gonna fire some shots into window, but can't find anything yet. Drops a couple cages. But again, nothing to be found. Ponder is going to fall. The Razalt is in hand. Will at least pick up one. Now Conch with his own operator will keep close eye of window, as Fisher is well aware that the plant has gone down on to A. Doesn't see the bomb buddy coming out from the Rays, but Zella will fall. Op shot does not find its mark, but Piggy will, picking up the sky. But now with Conch falling, it's Piggy in a 1 versus 3. The defuse won't start yet, but the peek comes out from the brim. He swings on him, but the defuse is being stuck, and he's got one to watch his back. So Fisher comes out with the round win, as now we go into the side swap with a big lead for Fisher, 9-3.
Yeah, Fisher definitely had a very strong defense there, but it was pretty standard, and it was the same thing every round. Mizzou just couldn't crack that code in time to have enough rounds in the half. And, you know, I wonder how Fisher's going to structure their attack. I imagine they'll probably run a pretty similar default every round, kind of like what Mizzou was doing at the start there, trying to exploit any weaknesses and see any holes in Mizzou's defense. But it looks like instead of having the Viper and Hookah, they're going to have them long there with Ponder there, which is interesting. Compare that with the Sky. The Cypher is going to go short, just like Fisher. And then actually it looks like Conch and Pan are going to fight Showers.
Yeah, see the Rays nade come through, but no targets to be found, all behind this Viper wall now. The Sky Dogs will get some information. Sheriff in hand for Conch. I'll have to wait and see what he can find. Here now, Flash will come out soon, but a great shot from Conch. Picks up 2 immediately, but eventually falls in trade to Blast. Some smokes will come through for Panda, and they'll find the location of a couple. Zella gets one through the wall, as Kev is the one to fall. But now Panda and Zella both dropping. We're suddenly in a 2 versus 2, make it a 2v1 in favor of Mizzou. The plant will come down, and it's just the Brimstone alive. A couple smokes to boot. Flash comes through, won't find its mark. No one falling just yet, but a few shots down onto Blast. And that's exactly what you're hoping for in this pistol round for Mizzou. They'll get the defuse off, and Fisher still in the lead, but 9-4 now.
You can tell Conch and Ponder have been hitting the aim labs. They got some great shots this game. A couple great Sheriff shots from Conch there. Very close quarters, but he was able to dodge that flash, get a couple good kills. He's actually thinking about the Outlaw. He's going to run with the Vandal. But, yeah, great retake there as well from Piggy and Ponder. They, like I said, they were taking a good 2v1 there, where it could have been, you know, they could have given that Brimstone a couple 1v1s, but they pushed out that smoke together and then jump right-clicked on bench as well. Able to secure that round and get us the first pistol round of this series.
Yeah, nice win for Mizzou, and hoping to keep things rolling, especially now with a big economy lead here to start. Panda does have one of his own taking down Nanners. The dog will be found by one. It's the Viper, who will not yet walk into lamps. Panda picks up another, however, taking down Yanel. Piggy will simply hold his angle and wait till the time is right, but nothing coming out just yet. Panda will inevitably fall to Blast. Shot from the Sheriff finds its mark. Conch needing his shots to do the same. Picks up one, but cannot grab another as he falls to the hands of a Sheriff. Mizzou now in a 3 versus 2 with the spike not down just yet, but both members of Fisher walking towards A through Showers. Piggy holding his own, holding his angle, waiting for them to come out together, but it's a shot on to Piggy, taking him down. Standing. Ponder with his knife out gets caught sleeping as he falls, and now it is just Zella in what was once a 3v2 and has swiftly become a 1v2. Zella attempting to make his way into showers. Sees the leg of the first, but cannot find the shot. He falls, and that's a round you really hate to see Mizzou lose.
Yeah, that's that is very unfortunate. Blast just with some crazy shots is able to outduel an Outlaw and a Vandal, and then a Bulldog as well with you know, with inferior weaponry.
Yeah.
But you know, it happens. You know, you'll lose that round after pistol every once in a while, and it's definitely definitely tough. But if you get it right back, then all morale is back. So hopefully Mizzou can hit some crazy shots there around here.
Yeah, to find some success, but that's not the way you want to start these things. It's Piggy who will fall first. Just a frenzy in hand for Panda. He's got plenty of utility available. He's got to go through the Viper wall to find one. There'll be some shots landing from Happy Rabbit taking down Kev, but again, Mizzou still down a member, and Fisher beginning to, well, initially looked like they would go into B, but they'll take the teleporter on to A. Zella will get a ton of information from that camera. No gun to pick up for Conch. Conch will make his way out the teleporter himself. Find some more. Trying to peek, get some shots through with the Sheriff, but again, not finding anything. It's Zella finding his demise. Tim picks him up. 4 versus 2 now as the spike has been planted. And a tough one here for Mizzou. No one in shower, so Conch can find a little bit more space. Continuing to look, but not finding anyone just yet. Mizzou has a lot of ground to make up, especially with Ponder falling. Won't land the shots. It's Nanners taking down Conch. He saw the gun peek out, fired a few from his revolver. They won't find their mark. Mizzou 11-4 now is their deficit.
Not sure what Mizzou was trying to do there at the beginning of the round. Maybe it was a showers pinch, but Fisher just ran out B long, gave them no time to cross. You know, definitely probably want to wait for the Viper Orb to pop, or just run with your knife out to the other side. But you know, we're back on rifles here. Mizzou is trailing 11-4, but looks like they're going to go for some aggro down A short, which is a good change of pace for sure.
Yeah, got to mix something up when you're in a position like this for Mizzou. Great shot from Conch. Redeems himself from the round previous with a nice one and an early pick for Mizzou. See what else they can find as Fisher sending most members up towards B. Ponder holding this really deep angle. Not showing anything here in elbow. But it's Fisher in garden. We'll see if they'll move forward. They won't do it just yet. Conch is out on site. He does not know about the Cypher directly to his left. It'll find him now, but the shots won't as Kev takes down
I know exactly.
Conch. Piggy shots won't find their mark either. Ponder will get one with the molly with some helpful damage from his Sky. Ponder will attempt to walk forward now. Here in elbow, they know it's on at the B. Brim all comes through and won't find anyone, but it will find plenty of space. The smoke comes down onto Panda's head. Mizzou's got to find some way to make this work here in a 3 versus 3. With Zella on the opposite side, it's Ponder trying to find one. Will get one, but Zella gets traded out after walking into that Cypher box, and now Panda is the next to fall. Ponder gets one, but checks the wrong side in his 1v1. The Brimstone lives with just a sliver of health,
Match point.
but that's all he needs to bring Fisher to match point.
Nice attempt at the retake there, but just not going to happen. Kev has been such a nuisance with that Cypher, with those cages, just playing around them perfectly. He breaks up that pincer retake there, and yeah, Mizzou is down to their last round for this map here. They got to find a way to stop this aggression here. Snow is actually gonna bring us with a timeout there, so I don't know, man. It's just it was going good. Then losing that round 2 after pistol round is definitely a punch in the gut. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely hurts when you're in a position where you know you have all the advantage in the world, but you're not able to capitalize off of it. Yeah, just Mizzou never really able to get the ball rolling. I mean, it's obviously you can tell just from the score of 12-4, but those fours were never consecutive. It was always one here, one there, and just that seemed like Fisher, so far at least, has had a lot of that momentum. But Mizzou, not quite out of it yet, but needs to find a lot and effectively play perfect here for a lot of rounds in a row to bring themselves back on to bind here in the NECC Legends Division, best of 3 versus Fisher.
Yeah, I got to string together 8 rounds here to bring into overtime, and then maybe win after that. Definitely a tall task, but Mizzou has, we've come back before in situations like these. It's not impossible. You just got to believe. And then it's only possible if you believe. So
Ponder has the Viper's Pit online. The Raze ult is an option too, but it's an outlaw in hand for Conch.
Yeah, definitely need to leverage those ults to, get control on one side of the map, get a kill here with the Raze ult. And Piggy is actually going to get a kill on the Kev, which is a good start.
That's a big one to pick up. Conch will not be spotted yet, but will not head into showers either. That's Zella picking up Tim, so 5 versus 3 now. Smoke comes down on his head. Panda grabbing Nanners, looking for more. It's Conch with a double with the Raze ult. A big one for Connor. Gives Mizzou still a big deficit and still on match point, but that's the type of stuff you need if you want to bring yourself back into contention.
Yeah, so we get those double Raze ult kills only when it doesn't matter. When you're in a 5v2, that's when we get them. Not when you're trying to entry into hookah or something. but yeah, you're right. We actually are gonna see. I think we are going to see this again. Yes, we're in Conscious perspective. Here it is. And he's full blind, double kill.
Fire it blind. Hey, sometimes you just got to let it fly.
Maybe you just got to close his eyes whenever he entries with the Raze ult.
Hey, I've heard worse ideas. Mizzou will invest the Viper's Pit immediately. Now, over near B, and still going to be Fisher who try to find their entry in. Zella picking up 2 with a spray through the Cypher cage and gives him the ability to use that ultimate as well. The Judge will not find it as it's Ponder who picks it up. So again, a 5v2. Some more shots will come through for Zella. He's down to 19, but Conch takes care of Tim. It is now just the Cypher available, and it's flawless for Mizzou. Piggy takes him down, and that'll help out the economy a ton. We talked about really needing to use these ultimates and invest in them to get some rounds strung together, and that's about the best you can ask for.
Yeah, that's a really interesting setup there and push from Mizzou. They had the Viper's Pit be long, and then they actually pushed through showers. And they left both the middle parts of the map kind of open there for Fisher to take, but Fisher was just not taking that. They were trying to go be long. They're trying to spray through the Viper ult, but Zella wins that, even with the Vandal. And it looks like we're just going to go right back to the showers aggression, which has worked for them this entire half.
Yeah, I mean, Conch and Panda will walk forward and through showers. Like you mentioned, Panda is the only one with an ultimate online. It is a relatively impactful one, but needs to be executed properly to keep Mizzou in contention. Tripwire will be broken, and the spray from Ponder picks up 1 as it's Nanners who falls. So 5v4 as Piggy gets traded out. Blast is who will pick him up. Now Fisher making their way onto A site, and there's not a ton of members here to deal with it. Zella's going to rotate on over, coming through window. Still waiting to see what they can find here and now. Camera will be checked and won't find much. They're going to plant again. Conch will come out and die in trade. Zella falls as well, but Panda will pick up Tim. Ponder is the next to fall. 1v2 now for Panda versus Fisher. The spike is not down yet, but it's Fisher making their way on over to B. The teleporter will get him there with a lot of speed. No combat stim online, but does have a molly. Dodges out on the flash, but just eating bullets to the wall. Picks up 1, needing 1 more. Jump peek, won't take the bait just yet. Finds the Cypher, and it's so close, but it's not enough. As Panda nearly brings Mizzou out from the jaws of defeat, at least in that round. It looked a little better there near towards the end, but just too big of a deficit to come back from. Mizzou drop bind map number 1.
Yeah, it looked like Mizzou is actually starting to, string together a couple rounds there, get their footing.
Mm-hmm.
But, when you have to be perfect, there's no room for error there. And that was a close round there as well. Could have gone either way. But yeah, Mizzou definitely kind of figuring out how Fisher plays.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of tell how a team plays from map to map sometimes.
Sure.
And I think, Fisher plays very, very standard. They keep their setups a lot of the times. They don't have crazy setups or crazy aggro plays. So that's something going into the next map. You can kind of expect that for the most part. So, losing map 1, it sucks. You have to come back and try to reverse sweep. But you definitely learn from your loss there and come back stronger for map 2.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for out of Mizzou here. We'll be back after a short break with map number 2, Mizzou versus Fisher in the NECC Legends Division. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mizzou Esports Twitch stream. Mizzou Valorant versus Fisher in the NECC Legends Division. A best of 3. Map 1 has already finished and unfortunately falling to Fisher in a pretty dominant way. Mizzou just not really able to get the ball rolling at all, at least in a consistent way until it was just a little too late, unfortunately, falling 13-6. But for our second map, we're headed to Icebox, just recently coming back into the pool with the start of this semester. We already saw Mizzou on this once last week when they got a win. What are you expecting to see on Icebox?
I think Mizzou's going to be able to actually take more duels, and there's less of an opportunity to get destroyed by utility.
Yeah.
And I think also on Icebox, for some places it's harder to double peek as well. So I think Mizzou's actually going to have a better time on this map. You're able to default a little harder. The entrances are a little wider, so it's harder for util to stop that. And I think Mizzou, like we saw, Conch and Potter's aim was really on point.
Yeah.
Last map. Zella as well had some good moments. I think just on an individual level, these teams are very similar, but the team play from Fisher was just really good on bind. You can tell they really practiced that a lot. They've had a lot of reps on that map. And I don't think Mizzou's practiced Icebox as much, but I think they'll actually have a better time because they can actually exploit some of the weaknesses in the defense and take more duels and win more of those duels and put themselves in a better situation.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're hoping for here. Mizzou needing to win this one to bring us to a map number 3 in the NECC Legends Division versus Fisher. But we'll head first on to Icebox, and you can see the agents that we've got locked in here now. It is, I believe this is the same thing they picked last time we were on Icebox. It's Zella. Locking in that Reyna. It is a Reyna mirror on both sides. Most of the same two Reyna on both sides, Sova on both sides, Killjoy on both sides. It's actually just a perfect mirror. 5 versus 5 here for Mizzou. Anything shocking you with these agents selected? I mean, I don't imagine so since they're the same on both sides.
Yeah, well, I don't think the Icebox meta, I don't think it's changed much since it was, last in the map pool, and but at the same time, I don't think it's really set at this point with all the changes in the game, especially these setup changes. Oh man, that's an unfortunate start there, losing those first 2.
Conch and Zella falling right away. Now it's Panda who's the next to drop. It's just 2 left for Mizzou.
Last player
Ponder
standing.
the next to go.
Spike
Piggy
planted.
the last to stand. And as the spike is planted, Mizzou will fall. It's a flawless for Fisher, and certainly not a good way to start this one, but it's hard to get much worse.
Yeah, you have 3 players be long there. You gotta get more damage there on Fisher. At least, give Mizzou a chance to retake. But just a couple great kills there, and then Blast has just been really good at getting those impact frags. He's actually on Jet now. So definitely a lot of opportunity for Blast to kind of pop off here. But as I was saying, the Reynas are kind of a interesting pick here. Zella on that Reyna gives him a chance to pop off a little more, take these aggressive peeks, and then dismiss out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me see what Mizzou can find. Conch is going to take the Outlaw, lose his life for it. Shots from the Sheriff won't land. It'll be Ponder who will land his, however, taking away on the Sova. Panda gets another, but Zella will fall in response. It's the entirety of Fisher moving up towards A. There is a Viper's wall to deal with, but the wall must come down. As not a ton of toxins left here for Panda. He is on the lurk, however, but only with a classic. Or, excuse me, he'll just make it back in with his team. They'll find 1, and Fisher trying to push their advantage back to up. Nice shots from Ponder, picking up 2, 3 total in this round. It is just the Reyna alive for Fisher. The dart won't find much, but Piggy will find Nanners. And this exact thing happened to Mizzou back on bind on the second half, and Mizzou does it right back. A thrifty win. Feels pretty good for Mizzou.
Ponder's definitely a happy rabbit right now. Some crazy share of shots there, and he's also rocking the new skin, so definitely more satisfying than normal. But yeah, man, responding back there, getting the round there after losing the pistols, definitely great. You know, we experienced that on the reverse side there, but it's nice to actually, you know, stick it back to them.
Yeah, it most certainly is. We'll see what Mizzou can find here now, as it's Zella falling first to the Sheriff, and Conch once again with an outlaw this time. Uses the dash to make it on out, fires one, can't find it. Ponder has already fallen. Piggy will pick up one with his Guardian. Wall comes back up. Fisher moves forward. Molly is thrown from Piggy. And Fisher will certainly have their advantage on 2A, but beginning to rotate now away from there. Panda will find one as he takes down Kev. Looking for more here as Mizzou will begin to rotate back over to B. They have yet to spot Nanners on the Reyna, but we'll see as the spike gets planted onto B. Mizzou now must play retake.
You gotta watch out for this Reyna lurk here.
It's gonna be really dangerous not knowing where this Reyna was. Panda at least frequently looking behind him. Conch finds one with the Marshall. That gets rid of the lurk. Excuse me, the outlaw gets rid of it. Now lost with a collat, taking down Piggy and Connor. Suddenly puts Panda in a 1v2. His shots will not land so far. He's going to start the defuse, take a couple shots, taps it again, but no time means that we've effectively got back-to-back things going to back-to-back, well, opposite teams. As Fisher gets their own thrifty on back to Mizzou. It looked okay, but man, the Jet absolutely ruining Mizzou's hopes there.
Oh, it's so unlucky that we line up like that, and you know, Blast has just been getting, again, those impact frags. Yeah. I mean, he's just finding a way to shut down Mizzou's retake, their push, or whatever. He's definitely been a thorn in the side this entire series. And yeah, Mizzou struggling against these thrifties, these anti-ecos. Luckily, though, Paragon is actually going to be on the op, so it's definitely the X factor going into this round, even though Mizzou's kind of on the half buy here.
Yeah, I mean, you need something big from Conch if you can get it. Fisher going to stack most of their members towards B here. It is only Piggy with a low econ weapon for sure. He does have his utility placed onto B, but our op has fallen as Conch goes down as the initial death here in our 4th round. Fisher is going to begin to plant. Fire some shots through the smoke. Piggy will do the same, but the spray's a lot better from a Vandal. It's much, much harder. It's now 3v5 for Mizzou. Zella will pick up the op from his now deceased teammate and find one. Great shot from Ponder. Secures another. Reyna ult will come out here from Fisher. Not a lot of time left for this spike. They'll find the Reyna, but it's Panda falling. Zella with not a lot of health. And an operator in hand, and it will suddenly fall. Happy Rabbit falls as well. Fisher up 3-1.
Yeah, Mizzou's looking to save, but then they got 2 kills there. Ponder getting that one on the flank, and then Zella picking up the Oppie in that kill, so they decided to retake in a 3v3, but again, Blast on yellow is just a nuisance there, and Mizzou just could not get it together. Now they're on a thrifty here. Panda's going to whip out that Marshall, and we got some Sheriffs to work with. We've seen the magic before with these Sheriffs. But Mizzou's got to find a way to, you know, get the rounds that they're not supposed to win and then win the rounds they are supposed to win.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be rough like last map.
Game becomes a lot easier if the rounds where you have the advantage, you're able to press that advantage. And Mizzou just not able to find it yet. Zella walking forward with Ponder and falling immediately. Nanners takes down 2, but Piggy takes them back himself. 2 shots from the Sheriff find there, Marks, but only 20 health to his name. May make things a bit more challenging. It's Panda, however, who's the next to fall. It is now just Piggy and Conch left. Try and pick up the pieces. They'll know that some members are here. He finds the head of Blast, but falls before he can find the damage.
Spike
The
planted.
op taking him out of this one. There is Marshall to be picked up. A sheriff in hand as well for Conch. He's in a 1 versus 3. Lands some damage, but not quite enough. Tim takes him out with a Vandal. 4-1. The lead for Fisher.
I got your back.
You know, I really like that mid push
you know,
from Mizzou, but it looks like Fisher kind of expected that. Looks like we're going to get a replay here. Yeah, Piggy is able to kind of bring it back here into 3v3, but since they pushed up mid so aggressive like that, it opened up the 2 other whole sides of the map that allowed Tim to lurk all the way through B, get that pick on a Panda, bring it back into a 3v2 in favor of Fisher, and then was just cleaning up from there.
Yeah, Mizzou just, again, really not able to find anything that can allow them to snowball into a round win. As Panda falls again, Blast takes him out. They know that every member of Fisher is around. The Hunter's Fury is going to come out, but not find much as Zella falls. The Viper's Pit will be used here by Fisher. They've got a lot of ults available, holding on to most. Yanel is going to plant. The Shock Dart is going to come through, but Kev makes quick work of the Happy Rabbit. Conch here with an op, takes down Nanners. That's 1, but still 2v4. Viper's Pit down, covering the majority of the entire A site. You can see Conch and Piggy will make their way to the opposite side of the map, knowing that there's not much to be found with a spike down. The question is if Fisher want to go out and go hunting for the last 2 members of Mizzou.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to expect a timeout after this round. You know, Mizzou was kind of in this game early in the game, but now Fisher's definitely finding their groove here. Mizzou not hitting their shots. Zella all the way up on screens there, just misses what should be an easy kill. And, no trades are coming in either, so definitely a rough start here. But Piggy does have the lockdown available. Zella, Reyna all. I think Fisher, they're 2 off Killjoy lockdown. They're either going to try to just rush at A here or try to get an orb and then, get both the orbs and then re-hit a site with lockdown. But both ops are online here as well, so see a little anime battle here from the Jets.
Yeah, this is what you expect from the Jets. We have that mirror matchup. An op shot comes through. The Hunter's Fury is going to be invested here early by the side of Fisher. And it's Zella who falls first in the Reyna 1 versus 1. It's a Phantom in hand for Piggy. This Panda is the next to fall. Shots come through the wall, but not going to find anything. Ponder will find Nanners, however. Trying to make things a little more even for the side of Mizzou. Piggy is going to tank some decay damage, but is going to be on a flank. Happy Rabbit will take out Kev. We're in a 3 versus 3 now. And Piggy tries to get behind, but Blast knows better and takes out Mizzou IGL. Now Conch with the op finds 1, but is incredibly low. Shots coming through from Ponder. Won't find it, only 22 health. The jump peak means that Conch is in a rough spot, and Blast takes him out with the op of his own. Fisher now up 6-1.
Yeah, here comes the timeout. Mizzou's got to find, another way to approach this. I mean, they're going into A main here. I actually do want to pull up the map and see what we're looking at here. They're having the Reyna come down here and try to take some fights, maybe up here, maybe down here, but that has not been working. And Fisher, they have the op come up and take this angle is very advantageous. But I think Mizzou maybe pressuring mid again. They've done it before, so Fisher might not expect it again. spice it up a little bit, maybe come back to B, because this B aggression, you know, it didn't work round 1, but again, you know, if you have guns to work with, more utility, you might be able to, you know, molly off one of the corners here and then fight this way. I think I've seen Mizzou do this in the recent past here. So Mizzou's got to spice up something here, do something different. You know, utilize these ults. We got the Reyna ult, got the Killjoy lockdown. Maybe go aggressive on one side of the map and then play retake with the KJ ult. That might be something to go with. But all in all, just got to figure out something here.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta find something that you can do here, because what you have been doing has not working. And even when you think about it, the only round that Mizzou won is one that, from a strictly statistical point, should have been a round that should not have been a win. But Fisher just continuing to keep the ball rolling, and Mizzou just not able to find much. Conch is going to invest these knives very, very early, and Fisher is stacking most of their members here towards B, as Mizzou will make their way around. Conch will find one, quickly takes down the Viper, picks up a weapon for himself. The molly comes through from Panda. Multiple members here. Reyna ult going to come through for Fisher. Zella's still available. Blast is the one who takes down Panda. Zella picking up 2. As now it's Ponder who picks up the next. And the timeout works in Mizzou's favor as they grab a round. Still down, but 6-2 sounds at least moderately better than 6-1.
Yeah, I like that early aggression there out of Conch. He has his teammates support him at the beginning of the round there. They quickly find out Fisher is not contesting this, so he just walks up, clears out his angles, hits a nice shot into the Viper. That gets rid of the entire lurk out of Fisher, and Mizzou knows that, hey, they're setting up towards B. So they all rotate there, and then Zella hits some nice shots, and then it's round over. And you hope that, you know, you can keep doing this round over round.
All you can hope for if you're the side of Mizzou here. And now it is more A aggression coming out from Fisher with just the Viper on the opposite side. First op shot won't go from the side of Fisher. Ponder holding his angles, waiting for
You should run.
his time. KJ ult is going to come down, but Bloss takes care of him with ease, and now Mizzou is in a much more difficult spot than they may have been initially, and it will be Zella detained now with one behind him. Conch will take down Bloss. That's the op off the table. And here comes our own Killjoy ult, and it's still active, but not going to find much, as now Fisher just wipes the floor with Mizzou. Both Killjoy ultimates invested, but it turns out a lot better for Fisher than it does for the Tigers.
Yeah, Nanners and Blast are just shredding Mizzou's defense here, just finding kills wherever they go. The Reyna just should not have been able to get away with that, but that is one of the benefits of playing Reyna. You can get a kill, dismiss, get a kill, dismiss, get a kill, dismiss, and it gets kind of annoying at a certain point because you just can't trade that guy. And Fisher's doing a great job of setting up both their duelists here to actually give them opportunities. Mizzou's going to go for an aggro A push here. I like this, getting aggressive op peek here.
Needing to change something up, find something. The Reyna blind will be taken care of, but so will Zella. Happy Rabbit will take Blast off the table. Conch still with an operator, but Panda will now fall. It is a 3 versus 3 here on round number 10. Piggy will take down Kev, is traded out by Nanners. Spike has fallen, but everyone pretty split. You can see both members of Fisher in opposing side spawns.
Last player standing.
Conch will take a bit of decay damage and get that back up quickly, but Ponder has fallen to Tim and needs to find something here. The spike's still not down, but there's a lot of time here for Fisher. Conch is attempting to find what he's looking for, has the op in hand, but falls to Tim, not checking that left side. Means that it's another Fisher round win. 8-2 now is their lead.
Yeah. not looking good. Now, you know, we're starting to lose a lot of these duels that we should be winning. I think Mizzou's kind of, you know, nothing's been working, so we're like, hey, we'll just take more duels. But, you know, they're swinging into 2 players, like at the beginning of the round there. Zella swinging into 2 players, can't get the kill. Ponder is lucky to get a couple, but I think Mizzou's got to do more of that, like, you know, push together on one side of the map, then have the other side of the map be weak side, and then just retake on that. Instead of just all try to push the map at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, Mizzou's just not able to find success here to start. The wall comes down. Zella will pick up Nanners right away. That's the opposing Reyna off the board. So an early pick could be beneficial here for Mizzou, but needing to find some more. Panda will fall. Piggy will find one. Looking for another. That's 2 for Piggy. Ponder got his own on the opposite side, and Conch gets one with the Bulldog as well. Pretty solid round win for Mizzou. 1 round before the last round before the swap. 8-3 is the Fisher lead.
Yeah, I think that KJ turret is just not placed right on the side of Fisher. If he just places it a little further back, he can see the B push as well. Actually, they might have I think they changed the Killjoy turret so it has less range, so that might be the issue. But yeah, pushing through B there, there's nobody watching the flank. They're just able to get that, and now it's kind of conditioned that Mizzou might actually flank it.
Op shot won't go. Piggy is the first to come down. A nasty knife comes out from Bloss. That takes Conch and his operator off the table. The Viper's Pit is online, but Happy Rabbit has fallen. Now a Reyna ult comes through. Panda's not even able to get the Viper ult off. And now Zella is in a 1 versus 5, and Fisher comes out with the flawless. 9-3 once more for Fisher as we go into the side swap.
Yeah, Blast and Nanners there just getting some crazy shots. I mean, that shot onto Conch.
Yeah, that was nasty.
It's not easy to hit, and it's not easy to kill a jet that's flying in the air with knives either.
Yeah.
So definitely rough. But hey, it's a new half, another 9-3 half. You hope that this 9-3 turns out better than the last one on Bind. But again, Mizzou, especially on a map like Icebox, you have a lot more opportunity to change the pace of the round. You can send those lurks through mid. You can just take the duels A. You can do a B rush. There's a lot of options here, and less opportunity for Fisher to just util bomb you.
Yeah, absolutely. Mizzou needs to find something to get the ball rolling. And that something right now is sending every member towards A and letting Ponder get the first 2. Happy Rabbit 47 grabbing a lot. They get 3 for Ponder, looking for more, but Kev gets 3 on his own. Piggy will finally trade him out, but it's Panda and Piggy versus the Viper of Fisher. The spike has been planted. They're waiting now for the Fisher Viper to make his way in. It's just Tim. He's going to attempt to just stick the defuse, and we'll at least get it to half before popping off the molly. Doing some work there from Piggy. And time is ticking down. He's going to begin to stick the defuse again with this wall. Has to stop now. Shots coming through from Piggy. But Panda claims the kill. Mizzou grab the win. 9-4 now. The lead for Fisher.
Somehow Kev got 3. I don't know how. It seems like whenever Mizzou gets an advantage, one of the Fisher players just gets a miracle spray, 3 headshots. But hey, we do end up with the round win. Great shots from Ponder there, leading the charge on Sova. He's actually doing pretty good this game. And I always say when his aim is on and when he is pumped, the team is also pumped. So hopefully he brings this energy to the rest of the team.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Mizzou going to change things up and push heavily towards B. They're not going to take any out just yet. Kev picks up 2-3 with the Sheriff. He's again finally traded out. He gets it this time with the Sheriff. But Kev, no one can seem to make their shots stick on this guy before he takes down 3. A jump peek from Tim won't keep him alive. But it's still a 2 versus 3, Ponder and Conch versus the last 3 standing from Fisher. They're going to make their way on over to A. Fisher does have the opportunity to attempt to play retake and find their way in. Conch will get the plant off. And hoping to defend, but a Sheriff shot takes down the Happy Rabbit. And now it's just Conch. Vandal in hand, but a 1 versus 3. Spots 1. Looking for more. Drops the smoke. It's quickly revealed by the recon bolt, however, and Fisher is just going to push their advantage. He runs face first into Blast with the Sheriff. And now the defuse will come through, and Fisher will go up 10-4.
Thrifty.
Oh man, it's definitely so frustrating to keep losing. Whenever you do win a pistol, to lose the round after when you just should not. Piggy just spray and praying, running at this Killjoy, and it's like, hey, Kev just got 3 the last round when you guys did that, so maybe don't do that again.
Hey, let him do it again.
Just, you know, gotta swing it together. Just gotta get those kills, man. It's just stuff that you just cannot let the other team take advantage of. But it's just kind of how this game is going. But again, it's not over. Got a lot of game to play still. So Mizzou's gotta stay positive here and get some more kills.
Piggy's gonna be the first to fall. Ponder will get 1 before he's traded out. Conch will take care of the insole. Blast will die as well. 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1 now for Mizzou. Zella is gonna get the plant off. It's just Tim left alive in a 1 versus 3. You can see, however, Conch and Panda incredibly low here. 1 bullet will do it, but 2 from the Outlaw will do it from Conch. Taking out Tim, giving Mizzou the round to win. 10-5 now.
Whew. Okay, a little breath of fresh air there. And then the round they're not supposed to win, they win.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay. I mean, we'll go with it. Got full Vandals to work with now. Fisher gonna have 3 out of 5, it looks like. And Ponder does have the Sova ult up. He has that up pretty early. He's been getting a lot of kills this half. So that could be used for the post plant or to nullify this this lockdown from the Killjoy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. Mizzou are gonna opt to do. There will be
just gonna pop it.
An immediate Hunter's Fury. Does not find a ton of value. Sova still standing on the opposite side, taking incredibly low. Panda will trade out Blast as Piggy finds 2. Zella will grab 1 for himself as well. Fisher with just 2 members left standing. Mizzou with 4. Now the Viper falling from Fisher. And it is just the Reyna, Nanners, who has had a pretty big series. Played very, very well in that first half, especially on this Reyna. And Mizzou will just look to keep the ball rolling, find themselves another round win. They won't find the Reyna yet, but Nanners will find Conch. Now a 1v3 for Nanners. He's gonna, I imagine, just gonna head on out to the opposite side. They'll fire some shots, and Piggy will pick him up for his 3rd of the round. 10-6 now the deficit for Mizzou.
Here's the replay here from Piggy with the 3K this round. Huge flick on right there onto Kev. Killjoy diff for sure. Then he gets that last kill at the end. You know, that window in mid tunnel is definitely interesting. It's different, interesting new addition to the game.
Absolutely.
But yeah, good to see Piggy getting some kills there. Get some points for his ultimate. He's 3 off the lockdown. Very influential ult on this map.
Fisher with a lockdown of their own. Just a matter of when they want to invest it. Through, they'll spot out 1. Blast is going to take care of Happy Rabbit first. Piggy falling next. Conch will take down the opposing operator. But again, Mizzou losing a couple members here pretty quickly. We'll see the blind come out from Zella. Viper wall is still raised, just shots coming through the smoke. He'll find one, land a few bullets, but not enough. Panda will take down Nanners. More shots coming through the smoke. The Molly claims the kill onto Yanel. Just 2 left for Fisher now. Mizzou yet to plant here on to A. They'll start to plant now.
Enemy remaining.
Zella takes down Kev. Just looking for Tim here now, but he'll take Conch off the board. Tim in a 1 versus 2 and still full HP. The Viper's Pit is available. I imagine we'll see it used here in this round. Shots come out, and Tim gets them both. Panda and Zella both falling.
Gun here.
And Mizzou, despite winning the last 3 straight, falls to the hands of Tim's Viper. And Fisher goes up 11-6.
Oh, yeah, just can't take out your knife there. It's so easy for Tim to re-peek that, and, you know, just
Mizzou, you know, they could have easily just played back, you know, just ran away, played back, you know, because usually on A, what you can do is you can just have one player play down here. We saw it before. One play down here, one play up in nest, and then both kind of swing this at the same time. But, you know, instead, you know, Tim is playing right here, and it's very, very easy for him to just re-peek that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got to have both. If you're in a 2v1, both of you have to have your gun out.
Yeah.
And on this last guy, and it's just a big mistake. And you know, at this point in the game, when you're down, you know, what is it, 6 to 10?
6 to 10. Yep.
You know, you just can't make mistakes like that. So, but hey, Mizzou did kind of figure out what's working. And what's working is hitting A and just taking these duels.
Yeah.
Fisher's having a hard time taking 2v1 fights. They're having a hard time winning the 1v1 fights. So if Mizzou can keep pressing W on A there, and if there's no stack or no early flank out of Fisher through mid, then I think they're actually going to have a lot of success there. And it looks like Mizzou is gearing up for another A hit as well.
Yeah, it's worked out to at least some level of success
Get out of
here
my
at the
way.
start, but
Poison orb emitting.
looking for more here now as all of the knives come out from Blast, and I believe Conch still holding on to his. Kev takes down Zella, however.
Perfect
Piggy
entrance.
trades him on back. Looking to plant right now.
Welcome to my world.
Viper's Pit is going to be invested. The knives come down from Conch, taking down Yanel. Into the Viper's Pit he will go. Ponder watching his entrance. He hears footsteps of one. Finds his shots.
One
Nanners
enemy
will
remaining.
fall. Tim falls next. Then it's
Happy
Ponder
Rabbit.
picking up 3. The Happy Rabbit gives Mizzou a round win.
You know, Ponder changed his name to Happy Rabbit 47 because he wanted people to get mad in ranked whenever they get killed by Happy Rabbit 47. And I think Fisher might be starting to get a little ticked off by this Happy Rabbit guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like he said he wanted to have a Fortnite-like name, and then, you know, so that they would get mad. So I think it's working.
It is Fortnite-esque, that's for sure. I don't see many people with a name like Happy Rabbit 47.
Yep. And what I say is, keep going A. It looks like they're doing that. Just run and say, Ponder, go kill.
Especially
Duelist Sova.
Especially now with the side of Fisher being on an eco. They'll take out Conch, but he's traded out as Blast now gets 2 with the share of shots not landing from Panda. Blast has picked up so many. Mizzou in a 1 versus 3. More specifically, it's Panda who's in this spot. He does take down Tim. We've seen him do these types of things before. Takes some damage from the shock dart. Lifts the wall, looks to walk forward. He's going to take the zip line up. Now in a 1 versus 2. Does not check below him. They may have heard him drop. Has one to his right. He won't find him. And he's taken out by a classic. It's a thrifty for Fisher. And once again brings them to match point.
Yeah, Fisher Marksmen may be the best Sheriff players in the game. I don't think
so.
they've missed a Sheriff shot this entire game.
Not that I can remember, at least.
But also, Mizzou's just kind of, I think, running in a little too overconfident, maybe. You know, just trying to spray and pray on the zip line,
Yeah.
running through a Viper smoke without any supporting util or without a teammate to trade you. It's just kind of sloppy, and Mizzou kind of had a good chance to win that round again, but just kind of throwing away their opportunities. But hey, they do have another op to work with here. Conch is on that operator. Is going to get a fight here.
Yeah, he doesn't spot out the Killjoy before he can take a shot. We'll lose health for it as well. Same story goes for Ponder. Not quite as early of an initial kill here in this round. Mizzou will play things much slower than previous rounds. Blast takes down the Happy Rabbit. Piggy and Zella over near B as the rest of Mizzou will follow along. Fisher still predominantly watching this A site, so Mizzou with potentially some time at least, as Panda will get the plant off. That will give Fisher the information they require to attempt to play retake. Piggy will fall first. Here comes the Hunter's Fury, dealing some damage to Panda, trying to put on his fancy feet, but it won't work. Zella and Paragon both picking up one. Zella grabbing another. Suddenly it's a 2 versus 2. Reyna ult online for both. Is now Conch still with this op, waiting, biding his time. Danelle picks up Zella. The first op shot won't go. They'll start to block Sidey. Here's the tap, but knows they're off. Nice shot from Conch, now in a 1v1. But the Classic can't withstand the power of a Vandal. And it's Nanners who secures the series win for Fisher. Icebox a little closer than Bind, but regardless, for the majority of what we saw today, it was all Fisher all the time.
Yeah, that last round there, Conch did not need to peak that immediately. You know, he could have waited a couple seconds, jiggled, done a lot of things there. There's not a lot of time left on the spike. I think Mizzou just kind of didn't have it in them, and they really could have actually came back in that last map there on Icebox, but just some sloppy plays there. They were just not on it today. But I mean, there's plenty of Valorant to play. This was only I think week 3 of NECC, so a lot of Valorant to play this semester. Definitely a VOD to look over. Those 7-13 losses, 6-13 losses are kind of the perfect VOD to look at, because you could see that you did things wrong, but it's not like you're completely outmatched.
Exactly.
So definitely one to look at for a VOD. And GG go next.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all you can do. We've got more Valorant, a whole bunch of stuff coming at you this week on the Mizzou Esports Twitch channel, including some more Val for sure against St. Clair's Academy team on Saturday. But that is all from us here behind the desk. I have been Paladino Crinkle. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Blake. That's all we've got for you. More streams coming later this week. Unfortunately, Mizzou dropped to Fisher 2-0. That's all I've got for you guys. Have a great night.